because there's somebody at a local I've been going to that always beats me in the Ditto, and just your insight on some questions I have that I've been collecting. So
Okay. Let's go over the Rosa Ditto first then, since
Okay.
that's like something I can just explain. Yeah, just go like this. Go Battlefield. That's where a lot of Dittos are going to start. Or Rosa Dittos.
yeah.
Because there's always that one Rosa that doesn't want Town. There's always the Rosa that doesn't want FD. And there's always the Rosa that doesn't want Lilat. And the Rosa that doesn't want Smashville.
Mm-hmm.
So it always ends up being Battlefield. Yeah, so the way I view this Ditto is obviously kill Luma. Stay still.
Yeah.
So the entire plan for this Ditto is you essentially have 3 moves that you're going to use to kill Luma.
Okay.
Jab, because you do this, you just go boom, boom, boom,
Mhm.
boom, boom. Luma's, and you just follow up with like this, and that's a dead Luma.
Oh.
So that's
okay.
going to be really important. Minus Dean.
Oh, sure.
And like a lot of times I'll start a match off by doing just like run up and just start mashing jab a lot. The other thing that's important, which I'm sure you've noticed, is Nair. A lot of times I can't like jab because like for whatever reason I want to mix up, I just go like boom.
Okay.
And if I hit them, I can follow up with like if I'm not bad, I can follow up with like dead Luma.
Oh, okay. So Nair and Dare.
Yeah, and I was about to say the final move is Dare for this matchup. That move, like as you saw, destroys Luma.
Mm-hmm.
The one other trick for this matchup is, I do this a lot. I do back throw, and then
Okay. That was one of the questions I was going to have for you. What throws would you suggest to use against Luma? Because every time I threw Rosa, I just get punished by Luma. So
No, you
back
go for
throw,
that.
up smash.
back throw up smash. You can also do forward throw up smash, but it's a lot easier for them to interrupt you with like a Luma attack. So back throw is pretty reliable.
Okay, great.
And
How do you
yeah,
feel
that's-
about forward smash in neutral to sort of get that extra range against Luma?
I do that sometimes. I'll be like, boom, and then it's just that's really good.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else there was. Yeah, you don't really use down tilt much or forward tilt or any of those tilts because like that's not gonna really hurt Luma. Oh, multi jabs are good though because you just do like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then like you don't mess up. And oh, and dash attack of course, but I'm sure you know that one.
I have the problem where I'm always using dash attack, so they just punish me and shield. Do you think when an opponent, maybe not just Rosalina, but in general, is sort of in some sort of end lag from a move that they whiffed, do you think that going for a dash grab is the better option than going for a dash attack, or is it best to mix up between those two?
A dash grab is only more punishing, but a dash attack is easier to land. So it depends if you can get the harder punish with dash grab.
I see.
So yeah, I generally go for the dash attack though because that's like more reliable. Where dash grab a lot of times is like not reliable, very situational.
On the topic of dash grab, is it always optimal to go for a boost grab instead
No.
of a dash grab? No? Why is that?
The reason is okay. So you know how boost grab works, right? Like you know how it cancels the dash attack.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There we go.
So the thing is, when you do the boost grab, you're actually inputting the dash attack first. So
Right.
you're getting the extra frames from the dash attack. So let's say you did like
it's like a frame or two laggier.
yes, optimally it could be as just a frame laggier, but still the extra frame.
I
But
see.
like honestly, unless you're doing it perfectly, I would imagine like 2 to 3 frames average. So you're turning an 8 frame dash grab, 7 frame dash grab to like a 9 or 10 frame dash grab. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't use it enough, but
Okay.
there's reasons I don't just go for it every single time. And sometimes Luma will knock him out of like position. That's where.
Okay.
Honestly, I should do that more. I just don't. I'm stupid.
All right. Do you just want me to play for a little bit, and I can hold questions for a while?
I mean, if you have more questions, feel free to ask. I'm just ready to play whenever you're done.
Okay. So, what about when you're ledge trapping Rosa? Is it just optimal to use that sort of cover the roll with Rosa and then jab with Luma, or do you like other options? Or sorry, do you prefer other options over that?
In the Ditto specifically,
Yeah.
I tend to use just down tilt because, as you saw, if I hit Rosa with down tilt, I can immediately nair Luma.
Okay.
So I just do like this. I'll try like something like this. If I can throw the ledge. Okay, I can't throw the ledge.
So down tilt's really good. All right, that's one that I don't use that much. Oops. What about moves that cross up shields, what are your go-to options there besides Nair?
I mean, Rose doesn't really have. I was gonna say Nair because that's like the only thing she has is Nair cross up. She's not. I mean, obviously she's not a very aggressive character, so like you can do shield cross up with back air and stuff, but and generally, you're just not looking for shield cross ups as Rosa. That's not like her forte.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I normally just do Nair, or I'll do this actually. I'll do like this.
Sorry,
I just didn't do it. It's not even reliable. You do like this. That's not reliable at all.
Or it's almost like tomahawking, but then you let out the bear at the last second.
Yeah, but yeah, it's basically tomahawk except with a back air instead of a grab.
Right. Do you go for any two-frame punishes much?
I only have Luma's around.
And is it usually dare, or do you have other options there?
No,
okay, it's usually dare.
Right. And my goal is actually not. So I actually do a lot of times is just let me knock you off stage. So I'm
me off
off
stage. Okay.
Just recover regularly.
Okay.
No, just go to. I need you to recover ledge.
Sure.
So like I'll be like this, and I'll down air. Oh, I didn't do it. I'm trying to down air Luma when you grab the ledge. So try it again.
Sure. Down air Luma when I grab the ledge. Okay.
See?
Ah, alright. Didn't realize that was a thing.
Yep. Oh no, it's really good for the matchup because then that's a dead Luma. And if you don't get ledge trap after that, if you kill Luma, you're fine.
Okay. Wow.
Good. Yeah.
I think I just learned 5 times as much as I know about the matchup in 5 minutes.
You can also watch me versus Kirihara at Civil War if you want to see how.
Oh my god, you destroyed that guy.
Yeah.
You're just the master at the Ditto, I think.
The thing is, he only beats me in friendlies in the Ditto, so I don't know what happened.
Really?
I was playing really
That's so
good
weird.
that day.
I know that Fatality beats you in friendlies all the time, right? And you always beat him in tournament.
He beats me in money matches, Rosa, Falcon every time. He's like 15-0 versus me in money matches.
I don't know what it is about tournament mentality, then.
I don't know. I just played well. But yeah, so that's that. Any other specific things you want to get to first?
You mean question-wise?
Yeah.
Sure. How about options Rosalina has when she's getting off the ledge?
In what matchup?
Okay. Well, I guess we could stick with the Ditto for now.
Okay, so, I don't need to even start a game for this. Your ledge options are going to be dictated entirely by the character you're fighting, to be honest, but a lot of times you don't really have good options. Like, I'm not sure you do, but obviously you have regular get up, you have roll, you have ledge jump.
Mm-hmm.
When I have Luma, I do a lot of ledge jump down here because...
Yeah, that seems to be the one I go for the most.
Ledge jump, air dodge is good. Ledge jump and the double jump is good. In general, the biggest thing with Rosa is her best ledge options are either waiting at the ledge or doing a ledge jump and trying to mix up between like air dodges, double jumps, down airs, like and even movement.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost always ledge jump.
So now you said that when you have Luma. What about when it's just Rosa by herself?
Still ledge jump.
Still ledge jump. Okay.
Yeah, although a lot of times I'll wait the ledge and try to see if they overcommit to something and then like try to roll past him.
I see.
You could also do ledge drop to jump on stage, but that's really risky. Because like if they read that or react to that, you're dead.
What about like a ledge drop to Nair?
That's what I mean. Like it's very risky.
I see. Okay.
Because you have to land on stage at that point because you have to use a double jump.
Yeah.
And you have no double jump, you're landing on stage. It's like, you know.
I getcha. How do you pressure opponents on platforms? And I guess that's also matchup dependent. So if
no, actually that one's not really matchup dependent.
Okay.
That one is just gonna be obviously you can do up airs, but yeah, just show the tricks. There's a few of them.
Okay.
Go to Battlefield.
Yeah, I picked that one already.
Okay. So now to shield on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the classic ones.
Just up airs. Okay.
You do not. Well, specifically, it's a falling up air. Shield again.
Sure. Okay.
Because you have falling up air because that way you can immediately follow up with a rising up air, and it punishes most ledge, like most shield options. So if you do the rising up air, they can just like do something that's not.
Do you fast fall the falling up air?
Yes. Look what I did. So I do this.
Okay. All right. That's
And
awesome.
obviously, the full shield won't poke, but like people generally get afraid. You can
I
also
see.
do this. You can also go like this, and
Uh-huh.
keep doing this again.
So 2 falling up airs in a row.
I'm just saying it's a mix-up if they keep shielding, and
I
their
see.
shield's full. If the shield's not full, though, the
Mhm.
falling up air into up air will poke it anyway, a lot of times. You can also do this. Shield again.
Ah, okay. So if they don't have a full shield, you can just go for an up smash.
Well, yes, because the falling up air
Mhm.
load the shield.
Right.
There's also turn around. You have
Okay.
to shield, though.
Sorry.
Because it's really basically safe. Like, if you just get this, do that again, shield again. Not like at that poke, and a lot of times people drop shield after, like, the first hit. But it's pretty safe. It's much better than doing, honestly, a rising up air a lot of times. Or a back air, or really anything else.
Do you find Nair to ever be useful as a platform pressure tool?
No, not really. It's only good if you think someone's gonna like jump off the platform. Even then, it's kind of like I kind of just do it. I'm not sure what to do
Mm-hmm.
because it covers a lot of options at once, but it's not particularly good at whatever it does.
Okay.
And side B, you do this a lot. Just jump side B. You see me do like a short hop side B in the platform.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because it's similar to forward air. It's a safe poke, but it has a bit more range, and it lets you position Luma. So it's like boom, boom, boom. You know.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Interesting.
Um,
Here's another question. Definitely a matchup dependent one though. When do you use forward throw to dash attack instead of up throw up air at low percents? And I guess to expand on that, what about like up throw to multi jab on fast fallers or forward throw to nair? So I just wondering about those 4 options at low percents.
Okay, so you're not gonna use anything but up throw up tilt slash up throw up air and floaties and even like mid floaties. So like
Okay.
Mario, for example, you probably won't do anything or back throw setups. But yeah. So a character you would do, for example, forward throw dash attack on is Falcon or Sheik at 0, because forward throw and nair won't combo.
Okay.
Up throw jab is iffy. The thing is, the percent for up throw jab is only like 0% to
Yeah.
like 5 at best. So, and that's only if you have Luma. So I find a lot
Right.
of times it's just I don't have Luma and I get that 0% grab, or like 5+% grab. I go for the throw dash attack.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean maybe up throw jab's better, but that's like legitimately like 0.
Right.
So,
Right.
also, when you do dash attack at low percents, the angle it sends is actually really good for follow ups with up air. Because I do like forward throw dash attack, and I force them either to try double jump on stage, or they have to go to ledge. So I do like a rising up air. The double jump on stage, I scoop them, and then I start Rosa up airing them, and they die. If they go to
Okay.
the ledge, I Rosa ledge lock them, and they die.
All right, so it sounds like the 2 biggest ones are just up throw, up tilt, or up air on you said floaties to mid floaties, and then forward throw dash attack. I guess the forward throw nair is very situational, maybe like against Cloud when you're trying to get him off stage.
Yes, forward throw nair is similar to up throw jab in that it's actually really good at the percents it works. But the percents that work is like basically 0. Like here, go Cloud.
Okay.
Because this works at not 0% versus Cloud, but like 5 or 6%. And you can actually do forward throw nair into regrab, and it's guaranteed. And that's honestly something you're better off labbing, and like specifically labbing against characters you're going to see that fast followers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also the DI the nair away doesn't work. So it's legit they DI the nair.
Oh,
They
really?
don't DI at all.
It's not true.
Not the DI way, no. People won't, but like, yeah.
I see.
Or sometimes, I'm not sure. So like, if I do this at 0%, look what happens. Just stay still, just stay still, stay still. Doesn't work. Now, SD. Now I'm going to put you to 6% or so. Boom. There we go. Same thing. Oh, even then, did you DIY?
I did. I think so.
Don't DIY.
All right.
Remember, it doesn't work if you DIY. So I do this, and I want to do this. Boom.
Okay.
And then you have a setup going. We can like a down air.
All right.
Let's try this one more time. Go to the ledge of the stage. Put this percent, and then I do this.
Ah.
Yes.
Nice.
So that also, if you have enough room, you can get the regrab.
Interesting.
It's just that the percent for that, like I said, is really, really tiny. I find myself using a lot of back throw up air, if you've noticed.
Okay.
Because it punishes DI towards Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
No, the punishes DI away from Rosa, because then when you do back throw the DI towards, it also just sets up an up air or up smash really well. At times, like up throw up tilt won't work, or it's going to be like a weak hit up tilt. You know?
Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. What would you say are Rosa's best out of shield options with and without Luma?
Okay, she doesn't really have good out of shield options. The best thing you're gonna have, if you have Luma,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be, it depends. If there's enough lag, you can do like a drop shield, down smash, or down tilt, or a dash attack a lot of times. You can also do an up smash a lot of times. Like, Luma lag makes a lot of options. Like, yeah, I'd say up smash, down tilt, because Luma lag is gonna help that out. Or, of course, dash grab, dash attack. And you have forward smash sometimes. Oh, and forward tilt. Honestly, all your options. It's just knowing when it's punishable, because if someone's that's only if like it's spaced poorly or just lag.
What about if they're behind you?
If they're behind you, I generally think if Luma doesn't get hit and you have Luma with you, you can do down smash and tends to hit them if they're close. Okay. You can also do forward tilt, but a lot of times I'd say you're just gonna be dashing / rolling away.
What about like a turnaround jab?
You can, but the problem is that's slow. Because you have to do drop shield. And you know when you drop shield, you can't turn around right away.
Really?
Yeah, let's just go, I'll show you quickly. So...
You mean aside from the, 7 frames of lag when you're dropping shield?
Yeah, there's an extra frames when you want to do a turnaround.
Really?
Yes, that's why getting hit in the back of someone's shield is so good. Especially with Rose against Rosa, because she doesn't have a good like option besides forward tilt, which is kind of not great. So yeah, like watch, I drop shield, jab, drop shield, turnaround jab, and look how long it takes me to turn around. Try buffering the turnaround. Like start holding it. As soon as you let go shield, start holding back, and you'll see how you have to kind of like wait for a second. You feel it?
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel good.
Yep, that's how you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of times it really throws it. If your shield's hit though, and in this game in general, you just have to accept it and back off, or like try and down tilt if they're in front of you.
Okay.
But really, you're not looking for out of shield punch as much. Unless you get like the dash up shield grab them. And obviously, if you're going for like a dash shield grab, you're looking for that punish specifically.
What do you think are, or what are good follow-ups to a falling fair that drags opponents down and they don't tech it?
It depends. At low percents, down tilt's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Because you can down tilt them and like chase their tech option. You can also up smash them and try to chase that. At high percents, when you can kill, forward smash angle down is pretty solid, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah,
Also,
I always find I just use down smash when I get that set up.
I was about to say down smash is pretty good, but it's kind of like a mix of everything where it's not much. Actually, I don't like it much because the thing about using Rosa's down smash is you only get the Rosa hit.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be much damage. So like low percents, it won't really set up anything. And maybe a tech chase, but yeah, that's like super low percent.
So down smash with your opponent behind you is typically better because it gets both hits. Is that right?
Yes, and more knockback.
And more
the
knockback.
Rosa hit.
All right.
But yeah, you can also do actually when you get the drag down at low percents, you can just grab or like jab grab. I do a lot. So I do like drag down, jab grab.
Drag down, jab grab. Okay. Let's see what else I've got here. This might be a vague question, but do you think there's a general rule of thumb for matchups that require different styles of playing? And I guess I'll expand on that a little bit. I always get stuck in the mindset of using jabs in neutral when I don't know what to do. But I find that it doesn't always work, say, against a character like Martha Cloud for me, where they could just space an attack on Luma with their sword. So I was thinking maybe against sword characters you want to play more bait and punish, and against Evies you want to wall them out with jab. I wanted to get your thoughts on maybe you had any sort of general rule of thumb against the cast.
Um, my main rule of thumb is that with Rosa, my goal is center stage control. That's it. Because if I have center stage control, there's not very many characters that can like contest me. I'm just center stage, walking forward with jabs and down tilts and like nairs and whatever Rosa does. So as long as I can get there, I'm good.
Okay.
That and a lot of times I just look for general punishes with dash attack. Like I'm generally fishing for dash attack openings just
Really?
because it's so easy to get.
Okay.
You'll see me dash attack a lot if you watch me closely.
That makes me feel better about how much I dash attack. Oh, do you find any aerials benefit from full hopping in neutral?
No.
No.
Unless you're doing specifically looking for a scoop with up air to set up a 50-50 kill. No.
Ah, okay. What do you think about Rosa's extended dash dance? Is that a useful tool?
That's the one where she just does like dash back and forth, right?
I think it's like where you're canceling your foxtrot. But yeah, it looks like she's dashing back and forth.
I mean, that's a movement tech that has utility because it's a movement tech. But with the Rosa specifically, since you're not really a scary character when you're dashing, so it doesn't really have too much utility in terms of like, would you do this over something else?
Okay.
But it's not bad. I just can't like find a reason to specifically use it. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Do you have any stalling tactics you can share for when Luma's gone and you're trying to buy time? I know,
sure,
like on Battlefield, you can just sort of against certain characters jump across the different platforms and wait.
Over here, go Smashville.
Okay.
Because one of my main stalling tactics is actually just up being across the stage on Lila and Smashville. Because you can up be across the stage to the other platform.
Mm-hmm.
And on Lila, you just have platforms to auto cancel on and stuff because of tilting.
Ah.
So let's say I'm fighting like I don't know, like a Luigi and my Luma's gone. I'm cornered.
Okay.
I'll just do like that's not an stick. Boom. I can do that, and I can go to the platform, and I can be here now. And Luigi's doing this thing, fireballs. Oh, I'm mid stage now.
Oh, okay.
And I messed up going to the platform, so I'm gonna try this again. But yeah, I do this. I go in the air a lot without Luma. The other thing though is if you lose Luma, if you can immediately get mid stage, like they hit you Luma, you just go into some like aggressive tilt or like a down smash or dash attack or something. Get mid stage, hit them. It's really frustrating. And at that point, people are gonna generally overextend trying to hit you. So if you just kind of like walk around a lot without Luma and like go in, go out, and bait them, people will fall for it because they want to hit you.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, you can also go underneath the stage, but like, that's not the best option. But I really do just this a lot, just jump air dodge.
Okay. Yeah, I know when people go underneath the stage, it seems like their opponents can typically just react to it in time and cover the other ledge.
Yeah. Also, actually reminds me, hanging on the ledge is great because people are gonna want to punish you. But if you just hang here, it's just like I'm wasting time for Luma to come back.
Right.
Do something about it.
Okay, that's useful. Thanks. I was wondering if there are matchups where using a short hop nair is as strong an option in neutral as just throwing out jabs, or is it generally just a mix-up tool to use?
So the thing that showed up there is so jab is more of like a controlling like zoning move. So basically jab is like you're in jab space, you start jabbing someone, that's it. But sometimes someone's just dashing back like you are, and then the jabs aren't doing much because they're dashing back, and you can't hit them with it, and you can't down tilt them for the same reason. So instead, you can do chase their movement with a nair. And so I use a nair to chase movement pretty aggressively, and to stuff options pretty aggressively.
Okay, so you're saying if your opponent's reacting to your jabs by moving away, that's an opportunity for you to consider using short hop nair to aggressively chase them.
Just make sure you try to hit him with the Luma nair, because that's like the good one, because that's
right. Frame 3
nair.
Yeah. Cool.
I also, when I don't have Luma, I'll do this sometimes. I would just be like, okay, I don't have Luma. With my back facing them, nair, and because they're going to dash at me when they see a jump, I'm going to nair into them, so they're going to dash forward, try to hit me, we have to shield the nair, and I'm going to be behind their shield, because they're going to shield the nair as we move forward. It's like, let me get rid of Luma. Just dash at me.
Sure.
See?
Ah, okay. Never thought of that.
Happens a lot.
Here's something I was curious about. Do you find that playing Olimar or any other character seriously brings anything to Rosalina in terms of your mindset or approach to the game?
Not particularly, no. I think when I play Rosa, and like most characters,
Mm-hmm.
unless there is something that has a similar trait, even then, no, I can't. No. The answer is no.
Okay. All right, just something I was curious about. In your opinion, what do you think are the best ways for someone to improve? I think I've heard you say before, just analyzing your own matches or analyzing other people's matches.
So I think it depends what you're trying to. So if
Okay.
you're trying to improve in a way where you're trying to learn something new because you don't know how to deal with the situation,
Mm-hmm.
the first way is to lab out the situation and just see what you can do. Second thing is ask people what you can do. The third
Okay.
thing is to watch videos of people in similar situations and see what they do. That's how you're trying to learn like something new. Like you're like a block and you don't know how to improve.
Okay.
And if you know like what you're trying to improve on, you know you have like this base level thing, then just try to play people of different skill levels but relatively around your range. Like play people that are slightly worse than you. Play people that are at your level slightly better. And I think having like that kind of group of like this people are near my level but not quite the same level is a good way to improve.
Do you think
I
it's
don't think
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think playing someone significantly better than you, like a top player, is a good way to improve because you're just gonna get shit on. I
Okay.
don't know why.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. And inversely, I think playing someone's really bad will only help you improve your advantage state and like your like juggling, setup, trap, like
Mm-hmm.
kill people, all that kind of stuff. You know.
It sounds like it could also reinforce bad habits.
Yes, that's an issue, but I think as long as you recognize what is a bad habit and what's not, it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, the thing about top players is I compare them to anime characters and that they each have their own like special ability. That like when you play them, you're not just playing them; you're playing them and their special ability. And
Interesting.
It changes the game completely. Like my special ability is just Jesus Christ, this guy's hard to hit sometimes.
Right.
Or someone like Nairo is like, I can't make a single mistake or I'm dead. You know.
Yeah. What's a Zero's special ability?
Oh my God, I'm at the ledge.
Yeah.
It's mini games within the game when you fight top players.
Huh. Well, you covered a lot in just 30 minutes.
I'm good at what I do.
Let me see. Okay, here's another sort of vague question. What do you think a lot of Rosa mains are lacking? What do you think could be further optimized in their gameplay that you just see in a lot of different people maining the character? Or is there anything that you're seeing?
I think it's honestly just Rosa means not having the fundamentals they need. So, I think Rosa is one of the most fundamentally demanding characters, just because she does a lot of stuff. Like, you know, unlike most of the top tiers who kind of like not bread and butter, but like, you know, have a few moves to use a lot, and like, they're very limited in that regard, but also very strong. Rosa's a character that I think utilizes her entire moveset, and so I think in order to play, you gotta understand like why to use different moves that are similar but not the same, and like how to handle a lot of different situations because you have so many different moves. But like outside of jab upper, none of them are really over centralizing. Even then, those are like jabs only centralizing in certain scenarios. So I just think a lot of Roses, quite frankly, don't know how to play Smash well enough in general.
Okay, that makes sense. When you say fundamentals, though, are there like specific things or very large topics?
No, because fundamentals is like a vague term for saying like how good you are. Like fundamentals is saying, essentially, if you played any character, what would your baseline skill level be?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fundamental. Like, how good are you at like, you know, zoning out with good aerials? How good are you zoning out with grounded moves? You know, how good are you making 50-50 reads with grabs, juggling, and like, you know, most top tiers focus more on one of those aspects. Rose has to be good at everything.
Okay, makes sense.
So, yeah, I mean, because, yeah. Also, I think a lot of Roses try to implement too much like cheeky Luma stuff, and I think trying to use like the gimmicky Luma stuff just detracts from their regular play.
Okay, so it's time that could be better invested in just improving your skills in Smash as opposed to improving your desync ability with Rosa and
Yeah.
Luma.
Oh, and I guess actually I remember one other thing now.
Hmm.
A lot of Roses have this bad habit to roll backwards a lot and retreat a lot, and to not contest the stage and try to hold center stage a lot. And I think that's the worst thing because with Rosa, like I said, you want to hold center stage, so you have to be willing to fight and make trades and 50-50s.
I see. Yeah,
in order
I
to hold
find
center
myself
stage.
guilty of that pretty often.
Yeah, if you're mid stage and you roll back, and your opponent didn't like approach you or get punished, that was
Hmm.
probably a bad rollback.
What are her best tools for trying to contest stage control?
I find that that's why I do a lot of nairs. Is like someone's like if someone's jumping over me, over my jabs or like dash shielding, I'll just do like a nair because that would cut through a lot of attacks, a lot of like shield options, and let me hold mid stage and move around while trying to contest at mid stage.
Okay, use narrow.
Also walk back. I love doing a lot of walk back in neutral or walk forward because I can react to shit but position myself so you can't space perfectly.
Oh, okay. That's something I don't do enough walking. Let's see. I have a Falcon question, but I don't have too many of them. Just one, really.
Okay.
What stages would you ban against him?
Let me pull up my notes actually.
Okay.
I have matchup notes on all these characters, so like, yeah.
How many pages of notes do you have for each character?
It depends. Like, like if I look at Falcon for example,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably 2 and 8. Okay, not including that. So disadvantage starts there, and it ends there. About 2.5 pages, but like they're not like essays. They're more like bullet points. It's like 2.5 pages of bullet points.
Okay.
And they're separate into like stages: advantage state, disadvantage state, neutral, other things to know. So yeah, but so for Falcon, let's see, I don't really like FD, so I normally strike that because I don't want him to have a long stage to run around on.
Okay.
I like Town because I can jank him out. I can use the platforms to move around, and yeah, it's better than FD mainly because of the platforms and the stage height.
Mm-hmm.
I know Fallen dislikes Smashville and the matchup because Luma dies easily, but I like it because I feel like Falcon can't get back to neutral. So if you're good, your advantage state is good. Otherwise, probably not. Battlefield is fine. I think Fallen goes there a lot after stage striking versus Falcons. I'm just indifferent to it. Dreamland 64 is better for Rosa, so it's just a better Battlefield. And then
Right.
Lilat, I honestly, I think Lilat's fine for Rosa, just because Jab is great at stopped by Falcon, just because he's so tall that like the tilting doesn't mess up Jab versus Falcon. Platforms like screw up his landings a lot. Tilting also makes his recovery easier to get and hit. And I actually think Lilat's good versus Falcon.
You don't think that the tilting of the stage affects your jabs? Say if you're trying to ledge trap Falcon.
Not versus Falcon, because I'm not using jabs to ledge trap Falcon much in the first place. Mainly because ledge roll is a really good option, so like, I don't know, a lot of times versus Falcon, I use more tilts and aerials to ledge trap him.
Okay.
Or give him like space to get back on, but like control him at the ledge and like keep him there.
I see.
Just because that roll is too much for me to get a jab step going anyway.
Okay. I think you mentioned this already, but how do you organize your notes? Is it just broken down into neutral, advantage, disadvantage, and maybe like your thoughts behind each stage?
I'm gonna actually just copy paste my exact format because I have like
Really?
a specific layout. So right here, no, I don't. No. So you see, I have win condition, lose condition. Like, how do you win the game? How do you lose the game? How does your opponent win? Essentially. Then you have neutral, and then you go disadvantage, and I have 3 categories in disadvantage, which is the ledge, offstage, and juggling.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 categories in advantage, which is the same thing. Miscellaneous notes, like, maybe this move has like a weird interaction with Luma, or like hit leg or something. Or just like general things worth knowing. This is also where a lot of the janky combos that character has goes. Like, for example, Falcon up air and I note down here. And obviously stages is self-explanatory.
Could you explain what you mean by win and lose condition?
Okay, so what's your goal in the matchup, for example? So, for example, my win condition versus another Rosa in the Ditto is going to be kill Luma.
Yeah.
And I do that with jabs, nairs, down airs. So my win condition is to kill Luma by jabbing it and getting nairs or down airs and forgetting throws so I can get an up smash. My other win condition in the matchup is generally going to be putting Rose at the ledge and trapping her there.
Okay.
Whereas, and my lose condition is the same thing. Whereas for Bayo, for example, my win condition is actually getting grabs and getting grab, up throw, up air 50-50s and catching her which times in air dodges and pressuring her landing. And my win condition is also to suffocate her, push her to the corner, and then to try to limit her options and make her essentially run into bad attacks.
So wouldn't your lose condition just be you not meeting those goals?
No. Because just because I don't meet the goals, if my opponent doesn't meet their goals, then we're just even.
Okay, so you're saying lose condition is your opponent's win condition.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out a better way to start taking matchup notes. I think I might use your format or adapt it to my own style.
Yeah, this is just what works for me. Obviously, it's not going to be for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I look in the game at I break it down to the different parts of the game really hard. I don't really. To me, it's not a big flow. To me, it's this is this segment, this is that segment,
right.
as you see here.
Do you find there's other segments than the ones you've listed, but they're just not as important? Maybe they fall into the miscellaneous portion.
No, because at all points in the game, you're either going to be in neutral, or one player's going to have the advantage, other one's going to have the advantage. Like, obviously, there's things like platforms, like someone's on a platform above you.
Yeah.
But that's not really worth writing down because that's not like a situation that's going to be character specific in the first place.
I see. Okay.
And that's more under, I'd say, like advantage state anyway.
All right. Yeah, I didn't realize that platform pressure was character independent.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, obviously, knowing that some characters can punish like an up air with like a falling up with your platform is good, but for the most part, your best platform pressure is the same throughout most of the cast.
Okay. Cool. Let's see if I have any more questions.
Just to know, we got like 20 minutes left.
Yeah, I see it on the Skype timer.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a good question or not, but I wrote it down. What would you say are some essential combos, techs, or kill setups that roses need to know?
You need to know the percents for up throw to weak hit up air, because that gives you double jump 50-50 up air where like the air dodge or don't at certain percents. So you gotta know that percent. You also gotta know jab up air for the same exact reason. Jab nair is just a really good kill combo, so I use that a lot.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Jab up air and jab nair are true on most of the casts. There's some exceptions, but most of the time it works. Jab grab, which is jab grab, is good. What else? For just good setups. Oh, something I've been using a lot lately and finding a lot of success with is using, the desynced back air that has like a really long Luma range.
Yeah. So when like your opponent's in between you and Luma.
No, okay, let me just show you quickly.
Okay.
Because it's Cure Hard does a lot where he'll just like run, turn my back air, and get all that range on back air.
Are you talking about RAR Bear?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, using that a lot is important for killing because, especially when someone's off stage, you can just chase them off stage with that safely.
Yeah.
And then if you full hop it, you can lunar land the second back air, and so prevents them from going to the ledge. But you can also, of course, not do that. They like air dodge or try to avoid it in a bad spot. But I think using those raw back airs to set up bad positions for your opponent is broken. Because like I do like this, I do like this full hop, and I can just do this.
Oh,
do this.
Full hop, and then as you land, you extend the bear further on stage. Okay.
Because I can also do this then. I can start chasing him really far off stage. I can just do this until I can chase him, but the point is, this right here forces them to either air dodge through me, which is going to get hit by the second one, or they have to back off, which makes their recovery easier to intercept.
Okay.
But yeah, and I think the final way you kill is just up smashes. Like when someone's in the disadvantage spot, you just up smash them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, get a lot of my kills off mainly just up air setups, just like boom, boom. except like kill percents, of course.
Right.
And boom, boom, boom. And then there's other gimmicky things, but those are main ones. I love this so much.
Do you have any tips on just goal setting?
The thing is, I am a perfectionist. My goal is to be number one, to be best. There's no thing around. I think having a realistic goal of improvement is the best thing to do. But from my personal experience, I just have the goal of be the best. And
well, I mean that's realistic for you, so.
No, even when like I wasn't like really going to tournaments. That's just always my goal. Anything I do is be best. That's it. But I think a realistic goal is to just be like, okay, do a bit better than last time. That's it.
Okay.
And if you're going to run into a player you can't beat before, study that player and make your goal to beat that player.
Right.
Little things like that.
Yeah, I definitely find when I face somebody that sort of, what's the word? They do really well against me. That sort of motivates me to try to learn the matchup better.
When they body you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word. Let's see. Do you have an approach to analyzing your own matches?
It's kind of the same way I showed you, like, how I analyze matchups in the first place.
Okay.
That's why I analyze my matches. I try to, like, break the game down to, like, what happened in neutral. Did I win in neutral or lose? What happened in the advantage state? Did I take a lot of damage? Did I deal a lot of damage, or did I deal not much? Did I get hit out of advantage state and put disadvantage there? And,
okay,
I
so break it down and analyze how you performed in those situations.
Yes, because you might have had, like, a really good neutral and a good disadvantage state.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if your advantage state was shit and you kept getting hit because you overextended there,
right,
then that's what you gotta improve on.
Okay. Makes sense. I guess, would you mind using the rest of the time to go over a matchup for me?
Sure, which one?
Luigi.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I've played Elegant, I beat him, but I'd be lying if I said I'm very comfortable in it because I don't really have much matchup experience for Luigi.
Okay.
I think the best thing I can say is, you want to go Luigi?
Okay.
You don't need to actually, like, play, like, matchup. I just want to, like, use it as, like, a test on me.
Sure.
And Luigi's one of those characters where I think the neutral is actually not particularly good for Rosa. I think it's just even. But I think it's a disadvantage state where Rosa really shines. So, like, you're going to have to win versus Luigi off your advantage state. Like, so my goal immediately get mid stage. That's it. And I'm actually not going to use too many jabs versus Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to focus more. If I'm going to jab, I'm going to do, like, one of these jabs and just, like, back off a bit. Try to, like, bait out, dash in, or jump and punish. But I'm really not using many jabs. I'm going to use a lot of down tilt. And that's also why, because you can just jab that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a lot of down tilts, though. Just because, like, they're good. And forward tilt. Forward tilt and down tilt. When you're near my space and my options, if you're farther back, like here, I'm just going to walk. Because if I do a jab or any tilt, and you dash shield, you get punished. If you fireball, it's whatever. If I just walk out, fine. If I just walk forward, and you fireball, it's fine. And, like, just by walking, I don't leave myself open. If you, like, a dash shield, and I do this, and you dash shield up to me, like here, dash shield to me. Oh, look, now I'm in a fine spot because you just did that. And I don't really lose out by walk shielding. Walking much in this matchup.
Okay. I didn't realize that because Luma just kind of sponges the fireballs.
Yeah. Also, another thing I was about to say, like right now, is fireball. If I preempt that, I can just dash attack you, which is a kind of a read. Like I can just run up to you, and like that. So like if I don't preempt it, I can just kind of get in your face and see what happens. And you fireball, boom.
Do you find that jabbing fireball or perfect shielding it is a better option?
Jabbing is not a good option. I actually like down tilting it more, I think. Fireballing? No, jabbing's generally good. Yeah. Generally jab. The only problem is the one will die, so it's kind of awkward. You know what's a good option? Let me kill myself quickly. Is Fireball me? I turn around, so I can immediately do, like, this or something. But I'm not letting Luma get hit by the Fireball. I also like doing it with this a lot. If Luigi gets close to me, and I think they're just gonna, like, do anything, I'll just jump and nair them, because, getting in Luigi's face and nairing him when he wants to get in my face is really good. Are you trying to fight me? Okay. But, like, yeah, I'll just do a lot of these nairs.
Okay.
As well, and they're, like, at that mid fireball range. Anything further back, you don't care about it. Anything close up, you get punished. Right there. Because that's what Luigi wants to fireball. That's also what you want to nair.
Is this a matchup where you go for edge guards more than ledge traps? Or both?
No, ledge traps. I only go for edge guards if it's, like, a guaranteed edge guard. Otherwise, I'm just going to do like this. Because this is really easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as long as you make sure to hold mid-stage when you're going for the juggles, like, I don't care if Luigi lands the ledge stage. This is fine. Because you're in such a shitty spot anyway. So as long as I can keep you cornered, I'm happy.
Alright, I don't know how to recover with Luigi.
That's fine. But yeah, but like the goal is entirely just like, you know, put him in the air, just like keep him there and keep him at the corner. Because he really needs room to do a lot of what he wants to do versus Rose. If he can't do dash shields, he can't do a lot of shit. Oh, that was misinput. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter, but anyway.
Okay. What stages do you think you would like in this matchup?
Sages. Let's think for a second. In this matchup, I do like Dreamland a lot because it's Dreamland and Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Battlefield, but so does Luigi, so that's like probably the most neutral stage. Town and City is really good for Rosa because like Rosa stuff, and I don't think Luigi particularly likes it because Rosa can escape disadvantage well. I think Luigi likes Lilac because you're actually going to be using a lot of like the jab ones when you get into his face, but because of the tilting, sometimes jab one just won't work in his face.
Okay.
And he also can use the platforms to land pretty well because he's so slow in the air that like, he needs something. FD, I don't think either character likes it particularly, and I think Smashville is good for Rosa if you can win neutral and keep him at disadvantage. But I think if you're worse in neutral than your opponent, never go Smashville.
Alright. Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, no, if you're better than your opponent neutral, you go Smashville because like you win neutral, and then the advantage state's huge there because it's small. But if you're worse than your opponent, it's the same thing where you can't escape disadvantage because it's so small. Except by going to a platform, but then you still have disadvantage.
Okay.
So yeah. Next I Battle for Dreamland, even Lilac, he probably likes it. Town, I think you like it, I think. Yeah. And FD is kind of neither character really likes it. Anything else with the matchup?
I think I got enough to take away from it. Maybe I'll pick your brain on another matchup while we have time.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, what about Ike?
Ooh, okay. Ike's actually a matchup I personally dislike a lot.
Okay. You want me to go Ike?
Yes. I think this is this is a sword character. You have to make your goal with punishing him.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually think in neutral, Ike might keep Rosa in neutral. I don't know. Just because, like, he kills Luma too easily and pokes too easily. So your goal is really to just get whatever you can. Normally I get a lot of jab up airs on Ike, and I go from there. And I actually focus mostly versus Ike on keeping him in the air with up airs, as opposed to putting him on the ledge. Just because he can do like ledge drop aerials, and that's like really annoying. So like, but yeah, no. In terms of neutral, I think it's gonna be a lot of dashing around and looking for openings. Like I just do this, just be like, oh, you give me an opening, dash attack. Oh, just dash shield, try to hope something works. Dash into your face, jab. But like, I can't really play an extended like jab tilt based neutral versus him because of his sword.
Okay, so you're saying it's a matchup where you don't want to overextend.
It's a matchup where you have to go really ham, like get in his face and like 50-50 him, or a matchup where you have to back off a lot and just like let him whiff things and like dash attack him or whatever if he whiffs, like do something. Like, I have to do this and, like,
Right.
convert that into positioning consistently. And yeah, he's not easy to keep on a ledge only because you have to respect the aerials from his sword.
Okay.
Oh, so this is a thing.
Ah, that's interesting.
You didn't know that? Wow. Yeah, no. The
Star bits when he's over the ledge.
Yeah, try it again.
Sure.
I'll just show you how easy it is to do it infinitely. If the Ike does it perfectly, they can escape it. But, like, it's really hard to get that.
I see. So they have to be like just the right distance away to snap the ledge.
Yeah, they do it too low, they die. They do it too high, and it happens. And of course, you can just eventually, when you get tired of it, you can just commit to going above them and down airing them.
Okay.
But, like, at low percents, you don't want to commit to that, you just want to get damage, that's good.
Alright. That's great.
Yeah, what else? Yeah, and keep in mind also, when you have Loom around, a lot of his attacks aren't really that safe. But when you don't have Loom around, you can't really do much to punish his shit. Like, you need Luma to get punishes, so you're gonna be losing Luma a lot. But luckily you can't chase Rosa that well, so it's like, if you lose Luma, just don't be stupid. Which is hard, because sometimes this happens and you're just dead from one reach. Yeah, like... Also, jumping isn't good in this matchup, because the sword's just gonna beat a lot of nairs. So, like, jumping in his face, yeah, see? I can't jump you much in the matchup.
Okay.
I'm basically forced to not press buttons.
Makes sense.
Okay. And stage-wise... Smashville, I honestly go just because... Even though my rule of thumb is normally don't go unless you go in neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I think versus Ike, you need to be able to extend your advantage state as much as possible. So I like Smashville. I actually don't mind... Nah, I do kind of mind Battlefield Dreamland I don't really like, but there's not really good options. FD is actually good because he can't chase you around. Like, even though he can't land well, neither can he, but he can't chase you well enough. Whereas you can chase him.
Mm-hmm.
Town is still Rosaland. And yeah.
Okay. I think I have just enough time for one more matchup. How about Little Mac?
Okay, Little Mac is a character who, I actually think versus Little Mac, he's one of those characters where you're gonna just be... Jabbing doesn't work versus Little Mac. That's just how the character is. He's gonna tilt your jabs, he's gonna jab your jabs, he's gonna side B, he's gonna super armor them. You're not gonna be able to jab Little Mac much. The only time you gotta be able to jab him, really, is if he whiffs something, you can just, like, walk up to him and jab. But a lot of my damage in the matchup will come mainly from getting a down tilt or something on him, like just slightly outranging his attack and beating it by with punishing, or just pressuring him and making mistakes. And then putting him in a tech chase scenario, getting a grab or dash tech off that tech chase scenario, and converting that into up airs and edge guards. But I think you specifically look for the down tilts to from the tech chase scenarios, or the jabs if you like does something stupid. Like if you run like in my face like that, and then like I just start grabbing your landings and stuff. But a good Mac's not gonna really let you jab much, so you're just gonna be forced to do like this. I actually don't think the matchup is particularly bad for Mac. I think it's probably like slightly Rosa favor. And of course you can just edge guard him at this point, it's like nice. What else? Yeah, I don't think you can nair much in the matchup actually. I think like he's especially good at keeping you from getting nairs, just because like, oh that was a punch. But you said if I whiff anything or slow Mac, I'll just die. That's it.
Yeah.
But like he's so fast I can't nair him. And see you side B through my jab, so like I have to down tilt mostly. And side B. Side B is surprisingly good.
Oh.
Yep. What else about this matchup? Edge guarding is pretty self-explanatory, I think, for Little Mac. Like, you know, you just go off stage, you back air him, you down air him, you side B him. You do whatever the hell you can to keep him from getting back to the stage because his recovery is linear. I think juggling, as long as you don't full hop your up airs, you like make sure to do like short hop up airs or falling up airs, you'll be fine because you won't be able to counter to get through you, and then you won't be able to get hit by any of his shit. Like, he's really bad at landing. And I think similar to Ike, or similar to every other character in the game with Rosa, your goal is to mainly control this like center box and force him to the corner if he wants to land. Yeah, Luma's also gonna make some things not work, but down tilt up B kills like 70 or 80, so
Really?
you can't let him down tilt you. And yeah, and also keep in mind if you like he's a really hard punish character if he gets any reads. So you have to not be predictable and you have to not have big openings. You have to you have to take it slow versus the character despite the fact that he can end the games quickly.
Alright. Where do you take him?
I mean you ban FD. I take him to Battlefield and Dreamland good, but every mac's gonna ban that. Lylat is alright. I don't know, I'm not sure I'd like Lylat in the matchup that much, but I don't really dislike it. I think Smashville is really good because you go to the side platforms, you can't do much about it, you can't use those to his advantage, and the small size of the stage is actually good for Rosa because he wants to move around a lot and run away and get openings and play hit and run, and you can't really do that because the stage is small and you're just kind of constrict him. Town to City actually is very good for Little Mac, and they're always going to go there after you ban FD. They're always going to go because the FD transformation and just the short ceiling gives them really easy kill confirms with down to up B. Like they get so many kill confirms with down to up B. Just do a slightly smaller ceiling.
So what did you like Smashville the most in that matchup?
Yes.
Assuming they banned Battlefield and Dreamland.
Yes, and then after that, Lylat.
Okay. Cool. Alright, I think we've only got a minute left, so...
Okay.
I wanted to say thanks.
No
I paid for 3 more. I'll probably get in touch with you in 3 or 4 weeks for the next one.
Okay, yeah, whenever you want to, dude.
Alright, and you have the same sort of availability, right, on... What was it, Wednesday, and there was another day in the week, Monday?
Actually, I'm now on my summer break from college, so I'm basically available unless I'm traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be available Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
And yeah, around the same times generally.
Alright, sounds good. Also, wanted to say thanks. I think you were giving a few lessons to my friend Elisa.
Yes.
Some of the stuff she did, she got from your lessons, she's been incorporating, and it's been pretty nice to see her improve.
Yeah, and I actually remember her. Yeah, she was she played Pit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, I remember her. Well, cool. I'm glad to hear that.
All right, sir.
That's actually really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Have a good
No
night.
problem. You too. And I'm gonna upload this on YouTube pretty much right now, so you can see the video if you want to go back to it.
Does it stay up forever, or should I make a copy of it for myself?
It'll stay up forever unless YouTube deletes it, but it's uploaded as an unlisted video, so only you can see.
Right. All right. Just making sure you don't delete them at some point.
Nope, I never do.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, dude.
Bye.